Hey guys, it's Steve from Winhara. You might not recognize me because I'm always hiding in the back playing drums, but we do all live together and we thought it'd be cool to shoot a little video for you guys to show you where we live and kind of what we do on our off time when we're not playing or on the road. So come on upstairs. I guess this is the top floor of the rehearsal factory, the penthouse if you would, if this place had a penthouse. So be careful when you come on in. There's a bike here, we've all hit our heads, we're tall guys. It's hilarious when it happens to everybody else. Not so funny when it happens to you. So we stopped at the photo frame here because you think, you know what, somebody bought this at Black's. But you're wrong. Hugh actually made this. It's a laptop in behind there. So if you ever need a photo frame that's not from Black's, I'm sure you could call Hugh and ask him up. So this is our kitchen. This is where we make all our meals, I suppose, when we're not eating out. And they mostly consist of Vegemite and syrup and peanut butter. I know that's one of Ken's favorites. He just sits down with a bowl of syrup and peanut butter. That's how he keeps in great shape. Don't look at this. Keep looking at Ken. This is a surprise for you guys later. But when it comes, it's going to be awesome. And you'll be like, you know what? That's the surprise he was talking about. So this is our rehearsal area here. This is where you've crossed over into rehearsal zone. You know, this is where you can fight about songs, write songs, and it's all just in a day of business. We're working on some new ones for you guys now. They're going to be great. They sound awesome. We're really stoked to be showing them off for you guys, hopefully soon in the near future. So the upcoming shows, you are definitely going to want to be there. So, other than the instruments, not much to see there. This is a computer where we harass you guys to come out to the shows. So, when you're thinking, they've sent me another email, that's probably where we were sitting. We're just going to stop here for this Radiohead OK Computer poster that Kent, you're not getting any credit for this, that Dan and Hugh cut up and made into this smaller picture frame poster-esque thing, just to, you know, liven up the living room, I guess, so it doesn't look like it's just a giant block in here. So this is our fridge. It's got a couple highlights from print we've been in, like when we played at the Mod Club and our font was bigger than Sloan's, so that was a pretty big high. And then when we were Winhara at the Horseshoe. So I mean, highs and lows, young band. It happens. Sometimes you're just going to spell your name wrong, and that's okay. So you come a little bit further down around the corner here, you're going to see our washroom. Now you probably don't want to stare in there for too long, just because we are the motley crew of band washrooms. We did tidy up the place for you guys before we came in, but the washroom is just, it's a four-guy washroom. That's what happens. It's just not a good washroom. So when you come upstairs here, I said that we all live together, and I meant it. This is like band dormitory up here. It's just 4 rooms on the top floor. We all live together. The snores, Kent and I, are right next to each other, so we're only disturbing each other. But going down further down the hall, we're going to show you Dan's room first. This is Dan's room. Dan does a lot of writing in here on all the various instruments he has, like a CB70, a Rhodes, the Orcana, which you may have been lucky enough to see at one of our battery-powered sets when we played at the Griffin and Bracebridge. Dan also does a lot of posters for the band, so as he's probably working on here on his computer. So when you see a Winhara poster, you're probably thinking, you know what? That lead singer, he made that poster. So we're going to back out a little bit further. We're going to go onto the beach. The beach is really Hugh's room. It does kind of look like a beach in here. Now, apparently Hugh does not want to be disturbed, so it'll be real quiet while we're in here. But not only is he a bright guy, he also made this shelf right here. So the shelf and the photo frame, I mean, this guy is a handy little dude. And he looks good too when he's playing bass, but let's let him get some beauty rest, you know, that's how he keeps that baby face. So back out a little bit further, you also notice his carpet was missing. This is a rehearsal factory, and some of the bands that have lived here kind of sketchy, so we had to rip it out. So we're going to go into Kenter now. Before we go in, I just want you to remember that he always keeps it this immaculately clean. Like, it's insane. The guy's a clean freak. So coming in, you can see the nice crisp linens, the glasses all laid out perfectly in order. The shoes, I mean, this guy he's a clean freak. This is his piano as well, but I don't know how well he plays it because he still has the notes on it. But that being said, I do hear some funky electronica coming out of his room when he plays this late at night. And he has my copy of The Watchmen, which I've been looking for about 3 months. So Kent, I know where it is now, and I'm coming for it, because I think it's about time, you know, I think I'm going to read it again. You've had your chance. You better have finished. Lastly, we're going to go into the room of Prevost. That would be mine. Now really there's nothing much to say about mine other than you probably think a 10-year-old lives in here because there's Spider-Man sheets and Spider-Man everywhere. When I was trying to come up with the decor, really there was nothing other than I own everything Spider-Man. Spider-Man comics, Spider-Man everything, lights. So that's kind of what I went with, and I'm nerdy. I read a lot of comics. It kind of worked out. So now you guys know where we live. Don't stalk us because we're not famous yet. You're really not going to get anything out of it other than maybe restraining order. And no junk mail because we don't like that either. Save the environment. So now you know where we live. If we're having a party, drop by. We'll invite you. And I guess that's it. Winhara out.